Hi, I'm JQ.
I'm TQ.
We're the Q Brothers, and this is Small Flower TV. So, there's a sale right now in the store, which is why I had this idea.
Oh. But it might not be when you see this.
That's fine. But regardless, it's always a pretty good price we have. For coconut oil. We want to talk about coconut oil. It's used for so many things.
Yes.
And it's, a superfood, as they say.
Yeah, it's great. I don't use it nearly enough, I think, but at least as much as a lot of people here do, but I should.
So there's a couple of things I wanted to just kind of talk about how I use it, and you can kind of talk about what you know about it.
Yeah.
It is the basis of like tons and tons of balms and ointments and lotions out there.
Yep.
So when you're buying a lotion or an ointment, a lot of times it's 70 to 90% coconut oil. I mean, that's a lot of times.
Some percentage
coconut. A lot of times is the base. It is the base, the biggest ingredient.
Yeah.
And it by itself, without the other ingredients, is also really therapeutic. I use it twice a week to rub it into my scalp for psoriasis.
Yeah.
It works excellent, and it like gives me 3 to 4 days of like completely flake-free scalp, And all I do is just rub it in, and then I take like a brush and kind of like dig it into the scalp a little, and then I let it sit for 20 minutes. I wash it out.
Cool.
It's awesome.
And we have raw coconut and then extra virgin coconut.
Yes, I guess we're also discussing the oil, but I thought I'd show them.
Yeah, no, the raw coconut's cool too. And part of the thing is, so we're talking about, so there's a couple things that I know about it. One is our body's desire for fats. A lot of people when they're trying to lose weight, they make the mistaken idea that they should avoid fat.
Like fat equals fat. That's not true.
Yeah, not true.
It's not true. And then, if anything, the 90s diets where obesity skyrocketed and diabetes skyrocketed in this country should be proof of that.
Yeah, the 80s and 90s. Yeah. So like the idea of getting rid of fats, low fat, no fat. I mean, there are some bad fats out there, but they're not bad because they're going to make you fat. They're bad because they're not good for you to get fats. They're not good for your heart. They're not good for your blood sugar, for all kinds of things. Yeah, when you get a huge amount of fried food, cheesy goodness on pizza, things that we all like. I like them too. Don't get me wrong. I'm the last person to chastise anyone, but I do recognize that. Hey, and I know just through being in this business for long enough that if you're not keeping the good fats much higher, taking in more of the good fats than you are the bad fats, you got some problems. So that comes in a few issues. First of all, let's just say for one thing that I take is fish oil, just to make sure that I'm getting all those omega-3s, omega-6s, omega-9s that are in fish oil, and omega-7s. All the huge variety of omegas in fish oil are really great for you. But then there's the whole idea of fats that keep you satisfied. So part of the cool thing about
signal, right?
Yeah.
From the stomach to the brain.
Yeah.
So when people avoid fat when they're eating, they'll never get that signal.
Yeah.
When you get enough saturated fat from your stomach, tells your brain, hey, I'm full, stop eating.
Yeah.
So that's why if you notice when you eat like Thai food or something with coconut in the curry or something like that, you need like, it's not a huge portion.
Yeah, people tell, or you eat as much as you normally do, and then you're like, oh,
exactly.
So, but this contains these MCTs, these medium chain fatty acids, essentially, and one of the things that they're going to do is send that sated signal to your body. So you're getting these good fats. So your body needs them to function properly, but also your brain needs them, especially your skin needs them, your heart needs them, your arteries need them. Everything in your body, your cells, at a cellular level, you need the fats. But you're going to get the signal that, hey, I don't need to eat as much, which tends to cut down on that, like, late night, oh man, it's 9:30, and God, I need to, like, chow on some ice cream, or, God, I'm gonna hit the potato chips right now because I'm just dying.
The example that everyone uses when I read about it is the French diet, right?
Yeah.
It's tiny portions, super high fat content. It's foie gras and liver and a little bit of flambe or whatever it is, but it's some tiny portions. When you go out, American,
but
I
know, I got you.
Americans go out and they're like, oh, this tiny little portions, I'm gonna be hungry. No, actually, if you take your time and slowly eat very fatty food,
your body will do the rest and send a signal.
So you need eggs, you need avocados, you need coconut.
Yeah, and coconut's great. So that's why coconut's a great thing. And the cool part is that you add it into a smoothie. Like a lot of people don't like to take oil, and I don't blame them. You don't want to take a big spoonful of oil, although that is a way to take it.
And that's also a way to keep yourself a little regular too.
Yeah, you get a little action.
Yeah.
But I think that one of the things aside from that is just, you're taking. Where was I going to say?
What? Taking oil you put in the smoothie.
Oh, put in the smoothie, and it gives that nice coconutty tropical flavor.
Yeah.
But I know for like my wife, she doesn't like the consistency of coconut.
Yeah.
But like coconut oil, it's like the flavor is not bad. A lot of people have problems with like that shredded coconut texture, and so you have none of that with coconut oil, and you do get the good fats.
Interesting thing about coconut oil is that its melting point is like in the 70 degrees, 70 something, 76 or 73 degrees, and it's like, so some days in my house it will be solid, and some days it will be liquid.
Yeah.
So one of the things though is that
it also has a very high heat point. So that's the other thing. Yeah, go on.
So if you're cooking eggs or something on high heat skillets, if you're cooking that with olive oil is actually not the best because it's a polyunsaturated.
Olive oil is great when it's raw or just warmed, low cook point. But once you get olive oil heated up too much, it turns into a fat that is not as good for your body. Yeah, and so you end up with some problems cooking with olive oil at high heat.
But cooking super high heat, as high as you want with coconut oil, it remains intact and still an oil that's great for you.
Yeah, so you can go much higher heat. So when you're doing things, coconut oil is a good thing to do. If you're a person who throws eggs in and it's crackling and you're scrambled eggs, or you're cooking, I don't know, it's a lot of good things. Chicken in coconut oil tastes great.
It's amazing.
But there's a lot of things you can do with coconut oil, as well as mix it into salad dressings, because mixed down with other oils and other ingredients, you start to get, it won't congeal as much, and you can mix it in there, so that's another good way to get it.
They also have a liquid form that stays liquid in case.
Yeah, we sell a liquid form too, where they make a minor modification to the content of certain. I forgot how they do it, but it's basically like
it doesn't slip.
They increase the content of one part of the coconut fat, and it never solidifies at room temperature, which is really great for
useful for people doing salad dressing.
Salad dressing, but also great if you don't want to put oil. Like a lot of people want to put this directly on their skin, so being able to pour it in a more of an oil fashion rather than like digging out.
In your hand, it melts.
Yeah, by the time you start rubbing together,
it's like it's liquid in a second. So, anyway, coconut oil.
Well, and I want to mention one more thing: pulling. I don't know a lot about this, but I know my mom and dad do it. It's supposed to be great for bacteria in the mouth and preventing mouth issues for oral health. You take, and it's a long-term thing, but essentially you take and swoosh coconut oil in your mouth for something like 2 minutes every day.
Wow.
And it's supposed to pull out all bacteria in your mouth and create a super healthy environment for your mouth. I say this, I should have gone and looked at it ahead of time, but it just popped into my head. It is another thing. So people, if you have oral health issues, you're worried about gums, infections, canker sores, whatever it is, check out pulling. It might be interesting. That's all I know, but I know that a lot of people come in for that. So
cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Coconut oil. You're cool.
I know, it's amazing. And then it just reminds me of just being on the beach.
Yeah.
Just like when they just like literally cut it off and stick a straw in, and then you go back to the guy and he makes you a little spoon out of the top chip, and then you scoop out all the food.
Yeah, or I was thinking more like less rustic and more like being near the beach, but not actually in the sand in a cabana with a big pina colada.
Oh yeah,
and you can't do that every day. But
Okay,
yeah, it is.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Pineapple and coconut.
It's not like you're getting cream. You're talking about an alcoholic beverage.
I know,
but anyway, we can see where somebody's
we each can find our own pleasure
on a Tuesday morning.
It's been a long week already.
Thanks.
See ya.